Hello, friends. Welcome to Akul Mike Live. And times are tough, as we know that because of lockdown and various other situations. So we need to be very tough also in order to face the world. And how we can be tougher, how we can handle the situation, and how can we can be resilient. To discuss this matter further, I am joined by a very senior personality from India. Her name is Aditi Palit, and she is very well known across the industries. So let's welcome her without any further ado.
Thank you so much, Chandrakant, once again for giving me this wonderful platform where I can, get my thoughts across on the pandemic and the severe effects that is had on the workplace, at the workplace, on the people's psyche. And the work that I'm doing on, I'm offering solutions so that, India Incorporated once again goes back to its glorious days.
So, in order to understand this, Aditi, what has really changed? I mean, people who have survived can still lead their life normally as they would. So, what has really changed for because of which people will have to change their way they do business? From your point of view, what has changed?
Almost the whole paradigm has shifted as it is very well known now, by now. The work at at the workplaces has become largely remote with all the repercussions. It has been discussed over 1.5 years, and the way that it is conducted online, technology has swept the way from offline to online work. So the mental shift, the shift in the mindset has been in demand, and the people, the workforce has had to rise up to it, struggling a lot initially in 2020, but still, since it's becoming now from remote to hybrid, again, fresh challenges where I've seen that most people in the corporates are reluctant to return to office. So the whole focus is on resilience. If they have survived before pre-pandemic in the physical workplace with the challenges that were there, they can face this new sort of work features if they can adopt themselves mentally first and improve their well-being so that they can cope with the new set of working principles.
Well, Aditi, everybody is facing this issue. It's not that only one set of industries facing the issue. I think the entire world is facing this issue. There has been a requirement to adapt new ways of doing business. And when we talk about resilience, so what does that mean? I mean, I think in order to understand what is the relevance of resilience in today's context, I think we need to also understand when you say resilience, what does it mean?
Yes, it is surviving through tough times by enhancing the toughness in yourself. Come what may, the nature of work has changed, but basically it is, those in HR have to deal with the people, in the offices with their clients, whatever the salespeople. The nature of the basic nature hasn't changed. The mode of functioning has changed. So each employee, led by the manager or the team leader, has to tell himself or herself, how do I keep on being tough and get myself ready for the next crisis. And to be ready, now I have to perform to the best of my ability by identifying my strengths. My strengths help me to, to be resilient Before, if I have succeeded at work, whatever personal or official challenges came my way, I could. I have survived that challenge. If it was, even though it was offline. So that's where, a little bit of mind training, a lot of mindset change, all this has to be done by individual persons, advised by their managers and their leaders.
So, Aditi, actually, when you talk about resilience, and you're also saying that people have to become very strong mentally, they have to adapt to the new methods, new ways of doing things, and also build the personal resilience in themselves in order to cope up with things. So, what are the first few steps to become more resilient? Would you like to throw some light on that?
Sure. See, I offer a three-step suggestion. First of all, we've seen that for in any crisis, it is the self and the confidence, as I said, you know, to deal with yourself, to deal with emergencies. Now, how do you? You have to be a very calm, confident person all the time. Self talk, you know, I have to, I what how I motivate yourself. I've told over and over again, I have faced numerous challenges in life, and what has helped me to overcome them is self talk and self motivation. you know and second, discover, and if you know them, then get rid of the triggers that stress you. This requires a lot of self training, self control. Now, because I am the team manager, or I am the departmental head, I'm starting with the leaders. Chandrakant, in every talk that I say, having been a leader all my life, and I train on leadership, the onus of coping with emergencies and crises at work starts is on the leaders and the managers. If the managers can cope with the situation first, and then show their teams how to deal with emergencies, that is the best way of getting the team along without uh, losing sight of the ultimate goals of team production, enhancing the productivity of the team and therefore the company. If all the individuals in the team are made to feel, yes, I have this lacune, and my team manager is also confident. Now, when we were discussing remote work, or when I discuss remote work, what do I say? The team manager and the leaders, what they had to do? Okay, online, how to hold meetings, online, managing teams across, irrespective of time zones. I'm bringing all my team members along, and the work is executed to perfection. I am not getting hassled by my personal problems at home, work from home, but I'm laying a strict division between work timings and personal timings. So how can you do it if you're not mentally resilient? The nature of work changed. The whole team thought of how to do their work best online. Or the company heads thought it, the managers, instructed them over Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, etc., team meets, and all that, all the online apps and softwares. Now, this is how, by keeping calm, build your reservoirs of strength, and mental well-being. This was a biological crisis, and first and foremost, mental well-being of the leaders, the managers, the group, the company heads had to be ensured first, and then passed it on to the members. Being a doctor's wife, again, I'm saying what he told me is that, to talk to people to talk to doctors, to talk to psychologists if you are facing stress. Maybe your salary is cut. Maybe you're not sure whether your job will be there. Getting stressed at home and not talking to your manager or to a person, a medical authority, it has stressed more people more. So then I have to recognize my triggers that, you know, have hampered me. Now you see this corona is going to be there, we all know, in new variants like the Omicron. Now, if I sit at home, even if the manager sits at home and thinks, oh my God, again going to office, the authorities are calling me, I'm going to get the new variant. No, be tough. This is talk to a persons, from the medical world. They're saying this coming, it is coming, new variants are coming, but they are of lesser fatal nature. There I'm getting confident. I'm going to my workplace is sanitized. So where does all this confidence come from? If I'm mentally resilient, come what may, work is important, family is important. So I will strengthen my inner resources. Now, secondly, once I have become, I'm confident, I know my triggers, then I'm going to stay away from them. And here comes little things like, practicing meditation and yoga. Let me tell you, I have done it. And I have seen how calm the mind becomes. After that, if there is a meeting, I can concentrate fully on that meeting. So build your inner resources, your inner strength. The nature of work has changed, but my hold on the work is still strong. If I am a technology person, my strength is that I'm going to help those in my team who are not. Teamwork, everything is remaining same, what was offline. My approach to the work will be best online work if I am confident of myself. And a confident person is a resilient person. Again, I would like to stress on this.
Well,
Once
Aditi,
we adopt, yes.
after hearing your narration, what I understood is that there are two very important aspects of being resilient. One is discipline, and second is positive attitude. Now, do you have some sort of a solution to grow these attributes in people, so as a byproduct they become more resilient? Is there a course or is there a process which you provide to your pupil or people who come across as a rub off effect, so that you try to convert those people into more resilient people? Is there a solution you have with you?
Yes, I have worked on this. I have told you, we had discussed once. Since last year, I have done a lot of research. I've talked to people across industries. And when I have said that these are, I will be mentioning, I can show a little bit of my slides in my subsequent talks, where I have done the remote and hybrid work leaders, the challenges and their solutions. Once and then I've executed them online with a few, industries and corporates. And I have seen that when the leaders have adopted that and have shared it with their teams, among their teams, they have yielded much more. And, after the sessions were over, there was the feedback that now come what may in the, coming rest of my work life, my, professional life, I'm ready. I'm not going to wait till the next crisis comes. Physical, financial, social, biological, any crisis that comes. I have built up my, resources in inner resources, and I have got rid of my negative thoughts. I've got rid of my stressors, and I am now ready to face any challenge. So there are, as I said, step by step, I train them on the different aspects of being resilient in the face of any kind of challenges. And I offer them, anyone who wants to talk to me, and offer, and they are all based scientific methods. I've talked to my husband, I've talked to doctors, and I have talked to psychologists and sociologists, everyone who have contributed wholesomely to effective solutions. Everyone can become resilient if they come to know their inner drawbacks and get rid of complacency and become wholly equipped to face any challenge, whatever, however serious the dynamics may be. But I have worked on them, and I have held talks, and I've told people they have executed that. I've trained on them, and it has resulted. It has yielded results.
Excellent, Aditi. I think our viewers would be very excited to know this, because I think a lot of help is required. A lot of people are suffering at this point in time. They don't know how to do things. They don't know where the future is taking them, and whole lot of such questions are coming in people's mind. So thank you so much for coming out with this very structured approach of turning humans into more resilient humans. So I think we will catch up in the next session. And any last words you want to tell our viewers? You're most welcome.
This is what I say, tell everyone. I have faced numerous challenges. I have gone through them, with the thought that if I give in to any challenge, I will suffer. The rest of the world will progress. So, however, I do whatever kind of coaching I do it from, solutions which I have adopted, and they have yielded results. So, anyone who wants to overcome any challenge and become strong enough for the rest of their lives, they're free to contact me through your platform.
Thank you, Aditi ji. It was pleasure talking to you, and we'll catch up in the next one. Bye bye for today. Um,
Thank you so much again. I love interacting with you, and next time, if we may have live audience, we can also interact with them. And I'm there, as my ex trainees will vouch. I'm there, except for few hours of sleep. I'm always in touch with my contacts. Thank you very much, and all the best for the wonderful work you're doing to bring people across, industries, cross sections of society, and for us to exchange and give out to people what we have received. I've had wonderful mentors, and I wanted to give back to people and society, as a whole. Thank you.
Excellent. So, viewers, did you hear Aditi Palit talking about that she wants to give it back to the society? And don't miss our session on the India Business Bunker, where Aditi is going to present her structured approach towards making people more resilient. This is on Friday, India time, 2:30 to 3:30 every Friday. So on this Friday, catch Aditi again in a much more structured manner about her program. And I will say goodbye today, only to catch you in the next one.